ago, an elite team of astronauts and scientists began a top-secret research project in deep space. After several months, the team sent back their initial results sealed in secret data canisters on board the unmanned Galaxy space capsule. However, the capsule malfunctioned, broke into pieces, and crashed into the sea. Reports from the crash area indicate dangerous levels of toxins in the water. Toxic chemicals from aboard the Galaxy space capsule may have leaked into the sea, threatening the world's marine life. You have been selected to carry out an important search and recovery mission. You must search the area in the mini-submarine Neptune and recover the pieces of the space capsule and the classified information encoded in the data canisters. Use the sub's high-tech equipment to cope with problems you encounter. Good luck, and remember, the fate of the world's oceans is in your hands.
Hey there, everybody. This is KYN, and welcome back to another one of my Let's Plays after quite a while here. So yes, I ended up taking a major break from LPing in the last several days, but I'm finally back to Let's Play another game. And as you saw from the low title a few moments ago, yeah, this game that I am Let's Playing is called Operation Neptune. And this was released by a company called The Learning Company, yeah, which is pretty much like a series of educational games that was released back then. Yeah, I ended up owning a lot of these games, and boy, just seeing these again just brings back a lot of nostalgia. Yeah, back when I was much younger, and just like learning like various things from a lot of these games. And Operation Neptune was one of them. Now, in regards to this game, I don't exactly remember how old I was when I first played this, but I was either in late elementary or possibly even at the beginning of middle school. Yeah, when I first played the game. But back then, yeah, pretty much these problems that you solve and everything, they were pretty much beyond my comprehension for the most part. Yeah, like I definitely was not as good at problem solving back then. Yeah, I'm definitely um, good at it now, but yeah, back when I first played this game, yeah, a lot of the math problems were definitely like way beyond my understanding. And as a result, yeah, I pretty much ended up playing through the the difficulty levels, yeah, at the first level rather than at the maximum difficulty. Yeah, which I will be changing that to, yeah, once I sign in and start the game and everything. And yes, so pretty much Operation Neptune just focuses on map skills and just it features a kind of like arcade style um gameplay here in that you're also navigating through the different sections and areas here, yeah, in order to survive and also make it to the very end, yeah, of each zone. Um, but it's like I said before, though. Yeah, Operation Neptune was one of the many games from the Learning Company that I owned. Yeah, back then, and yeah, I have gone back to play some of them. Yeah, in the more recent months and everything. Yeah, just for the nostalgia and just reliving my childhood a bit. Yeah, and just like Chip's challenge, though, yeah, I am recording this through a virtual machine. Yeah, I would have done it through the host machine here. Yeah, through my Windows 10 one, just because yeah, I was able to get it to work. Yeah, via the OVTDM that I talked about last time. Yeah, during my Let's Play a Chips challenge. But I found that I think even though it recorded the game just fine, OBS recorded the game just fine. When I play back the video, yeah, there will always be like another small pop up. Yeah, shortly after I started recording and started the game up, and I am not certain how to get rid of that actually. And I don't think the yeah, this game allows one to play it in like windowed mode or anything. Yeah, instead you have to play it through full screen mode. And I haven't exactly tried it, I don't think, but I'm pretty sure game capture and display capture in OBS would have yielded the same result. And so, yeah, because of that, yeah, I would have to record this game through a virtual machine as well. Yeah, just like I did with Chip's Challenge. So, sad but true. Um, but not a big deal though, because I was able to like adjust the game windows and properties so that it all works out when it comes to OBS recording. And yes, I don't think you'll see it in the video, but Yeah, I decided to get rid of the excess black space. Yeah, yeah, along the bottom here. Yeah, it's only what I can see. Yeah, but in the video when you are watching it, you won't be able to see it. I guess it just looks better this way, and also, yeah, in this way, I don't think the mouse cursor will appear either in the video. So I guess that's a very nice thing. I did contemplate on leaving the extra black space yeah, at the bottom, but I thought, yeah, it's not a big deal for me to like just get rid of it by like cropping it via the transformation window of OBS. So I decided to go with that, and also I cropped a bit of the size as well because yeah it's there's another annoyance in that like when you are watching the video, there's like a little tiny like gray like line yeah at the left and right edges here, and I thought I don't exactly like the side of that in the video, and so I decided to like crop that out yeah by shifting a few pixels yeah on the left and right boundaries. So you're not going to see that in the video either. Though another solution that works as well is that I could also put the virtual machine into full screen mode, and it won't appear in the video as well. But the thing is, while you are in full screen, yeah, you won't be able to hit your hotkey that you set for recording for OBS because I guess you have to be in like windowed mode, yeah, so that like you can access the OBS window and you can like press your hotkey record button. But in full screen mode, it does not allow that. So yeah, if I ever went that route, yeah, I would have to basically just leave the extra fluff at the beginning, yeah, of using the virtual machine itself, yeah, like the background wallpaper, and also just seeing at some point me like putting the virtual machine into full screen, and I thought, nah, I could probably just eliminate that, and so and even then, yeah, it's not too bad in window mode either. So because the game window is pretty big enough. Yeah, I actually have it set so that the game window stretches. Yeah, without regard to the aspect ratio. Yeah, and it's pretty big enough for me to see things clearly here. So yeah, so like at least to me, it does not appear very tiny. So fortunately, yeah, that's okay with me. So um, so no regrets in recording the let's play yeah in windowed mode instead of full screen. Um, so yes, as you saw in the intro, yeah, basically, I guess you saw mission control, and they something happened, and yeah, the Galaxy space capsule, which is pretty much like like one of those satellites that's like orbiting in space around like a celestial body. Yeah, it just like crashed into the sea, and so yeah, they asked for Operation Neptune to like do like a recovery and rescue mission. So to basically recover all the data canisters and also the capsules that were released somewhere in the seafloor and stuff. And so yes, you pretty much saw mission control and also the intro, which was pretty much like the backstory of it. So like what ended up happening with the space capsule, yeah, crashing into the sea, and then yeah, you're basically operating a submersible, yeah, called Operation Neptune, and so yeah, your goal is just to simply like get through the various sectors of the seafloor and make it to the very end. Okay, so with that, yeah, we are pretty much at the sign-in screen here. So yeah, where it asks us to enter our name. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and enter the username that I use on the Lemmings forums. Yeah, KYN. Yeah, that's how you say it, or at least that's how I tell people to say it, because it's essentially like three parts. Yeah, the first part is K, so KAY, that's the K part, and WHY, as you know, is the word Y, so it's pronounced Y, and then the N, yeah, as the letter that's tacked on, so KYN. So I'm just going to sign up in as that, and then press enter, and then after you press enter, you see this window where it says to choose a game mode. And it is best to play the Voyager game first. in the expert game, gameplay and computations are more challenging. So of course, yeah, as you probably want to do, yeah, you would definitely want to start with the Voyager. Um, Basically, you can think of this as Voyager game is like the normal mode, while expert game is like the hard mode. Yeah, and it's not just like the Voyager game repeated, because the expert game is a completely different type of challenge. Yeah, you will visit different sectors from the ones that you go through in the Voyager game, and also um, basically the different areas are also filled with different hazards as well. Yeah, not necessarily the same ones that you see in the Voyager difficulty. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start with the Voyager game difficulty here.
Security clearance issued. Begin mission.
Alright, so the new player hint: use the down, up, left, and right arrow keys to boot the sub. Press spacebar to fire ink pellets. Click to go on. Yeah, I guess enter works as well. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm going to go ahead and increase the lower difficulty here to the maximum, which is level 4. And basically the problems here will involve decimals, fractions, and whole numbers. So when you do that, yeah, when you change the difficulty low, you will see the word cust, yeah, right next to the game that you're playing. So which in this case is Voyager. Yeah, the difficulty that I mentioned. And so right here we are in the first sector, and the zone is Dragon Reef. So it's kind of like a light blue sea zone here. Yeah, that we're in. And it's definitely the easiest one. And if I am not mistaken, there are 5 different zones, yeah, in this game, each with 3 sectors. And then once you get through all 15 of them, yeah, then you have a final zone, which you must make your way through, yeah, to survive and like recover something important. Yeah, now what that is, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it right away. Yeah, you just have to follow along and see what the story is all about. So, as was explained before, this pretty much presents like an arcade-style like gameplay here, in that you control this submersible here called Operation Neptune, and throughout the various zones and everything, you will encounter different hazards, which you can use ink pellets to fire at them to render them harmless for several seconds before they become harmful to you again. So, again, you just use the arrow keys to move the submersible here, and there will also be these things in various areas of the sectors you're in. Yeah, these are the capsules that you want to collect in each sector you're in. So, to do that, you just go ahead and navigate the submersible towards it, and once it touches it, then you collect it. And you have to collect all of them in order to like get to the next sector and everything. And the same thing with these data canisters, those red, green, yeah, orb-like thingies that you will see, yeah, as we go along here. So here, yeah, there are some things in the way here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and fire an ink pellet to render the pufferfish harmless to us, and we can pass by without getting hit and losing health. And as you can see, our supply of ink pellets is pretty limited, so you want to make sure that you don't waste them. Otherwise, some sections may become more difficult later on. Yeah, at least without like taking a hit and losing health. And you also see some oxygen tanks here. It kind of like indicates your life in a way, in that like when you lose all your health, then you lose an oxygen tank. But Operation Neptune is one of those games where like even you lose all your tanks, your oxygen tanks, yeah, you don't start the entire game all over. Yeah, instead you just simply start from the last I guess like you can say checkpoint, yeah, that the game saves you at various times. And I think they're in a way kind of hidden. Yeah, you don't exactly know where they are. Or I think in the case of losing all oxygen tanks, yeah, you pretty much start at the very beginning of that zone. So if I lost all my oxygen tanks, yeah, no, even if I was near the very end, yeah, I would come back to this start right away. But if I still have some oxygen tanks remaining, then I would just start from the very last checkpoint. Yeah, for the sector. So not necessarily at the beginning here. But anyway, just note that even if you lose all your oxygen tanks, yeah, it's not exactly like a real game over and start over. Yeah, in that like you don't lose all progress that you have made. So you made it through like say 14 zones and then or rather 14 sectors and yeah, you ended up losing all your oxygen tanks. Yeah, you just start at the very beginning of the 14th sector. Yeah, not necessarily the first sector and Dragon Reef for the zone. But anyway, yeah. It's definitely like an arcade style type of gameplay here. In that, like, yeah, you can shoot ink pellets to render the hazards that you encounter to be harmless for several seconds. So here these are just two of the many hazards that you can encounter. So there's yellow pufferfish and also the clam, which is very easy to avoid since it does not move at all. Instead, it just opens its mouth open and close. But anyway, to move along, then we just need to move to the edge of the screen here. So now we're in a different area here, and here's a new hazard here, which is the sea anemone. Yeah, again, it doesn't move as well, and it just stretches up and down. Yeah, so there's another capsule there. Yeah, and these are the man of war. Yeah, these are immune to ink pellets. Yeah, if you shoot them, it's not going to affect them at all. So as you can see, yeah, therefore don't waste your time shooting at them because it's not going to do anything. But like any hazard, you don't want to touch them, otherwise you will lose some health. And this one, I think it's a pygmy fish. I don't quite remember, or maybe an angelfish. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. And the game does come with a manual, but I do not have a physical copy of the game anymore, as well as the manual. So as a result, I don't remember what this fish is called. Yeah, I think it's an angelfish, but I can't remember. Yeah, and there's a stingray right there. Yeah, most of the time it just moves while shooting its stingers at you. Yeah, here that's all it does. It just moves up and down. It's not going to shoot the stinger on its tail there. Alrighty, new player hint. The light on the sub blinks when you receive a message, math problem, from the surface ship or the onboard computer. Game action stops while you do math problems. Okay, so alert, increase the amount of ballast by 88 pounds to change the sub's descent rate. Input in combination of numbers whose sum is 88. Okay, well, the typical way to approach these problems is that you want to start with the highest amount that does not go over the target. So in this case, it's 64. And then the next one you want to do is the highest that you can go without going over 88. So in this case, if I did 32, then I'll be at 96, which is already over 88. So therefore, the next one I want to do is 16, because 16 and 64 together is 80. And then finally, to get what I want, I just select 8. And that's it. So, yeah, if you answer correctly, you do not lose any health here. But if you do answer incorrectly, then you do lose some health. And you get 2 tries at each map problem. Yeah, if you fail the second time, then they will reveal the correct answer to you. But both times you will lose health. Okay, another map problem here. Type numbers and symbols into the calculator. Press equal to calculate the answer. When the answer you want is showing, press enter. This level of the game asks you to make calculations involving fractions. To type in a fraction, press F. Type in the numerator, top number of the fraction. Then press slash and type in the denominator, bottom number of the fraction. Okay, alert. Unidentified obstacle 10 miles ahead. Sub approaching at 20 miles per hour. Input minutes to reach obstacle. So yeah, this was one of the problems where I couldn't really do the higher level ones. Yeah, I can only do say the level 1 type of difficulty here. But again, it's like I said, yeah, I got much better problem solving, and I'm also a math person as well. So I ended up doing math as my major, and I also did it for my master's degree as well. So I have 2 math degrees, and I also have a teaching credential in mathematics as well. Although I'm not exactly sure if I will be putting it to good use, because I haven't exactly had any luck in landing a teaching job, and I don't even know if I will anymore. I kind of lost the will to get myself into it. But well, anyway, as for this problem, yeah, this is pretty much your typical I guess they call it distance speed problems or something like that. There's a very well-known formula for it, where it is called distance equals rate times time. So d equals rt. So where d is distance, r is rate, or in other words, the speed, and t is time. So in this case, we have 10 miles ahead. So distance in this case is 10, and the sub is approaching at 20 miles per hour. So that's r, there's the speed, and they want us to calculate the how long it would take to reach the obstacle in minutes. So we have 10 equals 20t. So we solve for t, then we have t equals 1/2, so half an hour. And half an hour is 30 minutes. So that's what we need to type here. Yes, and this is Zune the dolphin. Yeah, he carries an oxygen tank, and what happens is that if you touch him, you collect an oxygen tank, or rather get an extra oxygen tank. Yeah, if your health is still full. Yeah, if you have lost some health, then simply collecting the oxygen tank will restore your health to 100%. Yeah, but you will not get an extra oxygen tank. That's pretty much his only purpose there. Yeah, it's basically to prolong the gameplay. Yep. So this right here is a data canister. Yeah, that blinking red thing. You've collected a data canister from the space capsule. Break the access code by typing in the next number in the code sequence. After you break the code, you will be able to read one of the log entries that explains what the scientists found. Okay, input the last number of the secret access code to open the data canister. So 35812. So you just need to figure out what the pattern is, and hence what is the last number in the sequence. So here you can see that going from 3 to 5 you add 2, going from 5 to 8 you add 3, going to 8 to 12 you add 4. So therefore, going from 12 to the last number should be adding 5, which is 17.
Entry 1.04. We have begun setting up the solar panels to collect energy. This will let us generate power to run a mining station. As soon as the station is built, we will begin extracting minerals from beneath the surface of the asteroid.
Okay, and then once you're done, yeah, then you can just scroll down to done, and then press enter. Okay, and surface ship message. Storm interfering with communication. Report search progress. Import searched area in square kilometers. Okay, so this is pretty much your typical like finding area. So here you can see that it's made up with two shapes. Yeah, a triangle and a rectangle. So here I'm just going to go ahead and make a triangle. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 down. The height is 4. And the base is also 4. So, and the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 4 times 4. Well, the easy way is to take half of 4, which is 2, and then multiply it by the other one, which is 4. So that's 8. And then for the rectangle, that's easy. That's just length times width. So the width here is 2, 4, 6, and or rather the length. I'm sorry. And the width is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 times 5 is 30, and so 30 plus 8 would be 38. Assuming that I got the numbers correct here. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. So here you can see this is the other substation that we get to. Yeah, that's pretty much your goal for each sector here. Yeah, your goal is to reach the end. Yeah, and reach the other substation. So when we touch the door, yeah, this is what we get. Alert. To enter the supply station, you must open the lock. Get ready. Use spacebar to stop outer wheel on correct answer. Press enter to begin. So it's pretty simple here. The wheel would just randomly select 2 numbers. Yeah, and then you just need to perform the operation on them. So in this case, they want us to add the decimals together. And I missed it, but well, I'll wait for the 70% to come back. Because in this case, 0.30 plus 0.40 is 0.70. And 0.70 as a percent is just 70%. So it works the exact same way as you would if you were just adding regular numbers, for example. Okay, so 0.30 plus 0.10, that's 0.40, which is 40%. Lock opened.
Great progress. Everything is going well. We know you can do it. Out.
Okay, so there's a balloon that would take us to the next sector. So now you can see that we are in the second sector, but still in the Dragon Reef zone. Again, there are 3 sectors per zone. So the next one, yeah, will be the last one for Dragon Reef. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is, each sector here. You just need to reach the station. Yeah, you just need to reach the station at the end of each sector here. So, surface ship message. Request food supply update. Food is packed in 1 cubic foot boxes. Input the number of boxes left. Okay, so this is just pretty much volume here. You just need to calculate it. Yeah, so it says that across is 6, and then the width is 8. And the height is 4. So across is 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see here. Sorry, I need to think about it here because I'm kind of confusing myself. Let's see. So across is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the width. So that's 30. And another 30 at the bottom. So that's 60, so it should be 61 if I'm not mistaken. Yo, good. Yeah, and honestly, I thought it was like simply the volume of the box minus how many cubes there were. But no, apparently I misinterpret the what the prompt is asking. Oh, see, I ended up hitting the sea enemy, so I lost some health. And during that time, you do blink, meaning you are invulnerable for a couple seconds before you can get hit and lose health again. So as a result, yeah, so here's a Barracuda here. So they tend to be pretty fast, but that's generally a problem in the later sectors and also in the expert difficulty. Oh, I don't think I ever seen him move out of this perch there. But that's usually because I leave the area pretty quickly. So yes, as you can see, yeah, my health gets restored back to 100%. But I don't get an oxygen tank because I had some health loss. Yeah, when that happened. Ah! Wow. What is up with my firing today? It doesn't really matter. I avoided him well, losing some health, so you don't necessarily have to shoot every enemy you see. If you're able to avoid them, yeah, then do so. Yeah, because again, you have a limited supply of ink pellets, but when you reach the station at the end and then you get to the next sector, then your ink supply or your ink pellet supply gets restored. But anyway, for this sequence here, you're just subtracting 3, so therefore the next one is -7.
Entry 1.03. Mysterious spots that appeared on satellite pictures of the asteroid have turned out to be rock formations. We are running lab tests to determine the rock's composition. Exploration of the surface continues.
And I would think that the message logs here, these would probably be of some interest to like maybe like would-be astronomers and stuff. So I guess in a way you can kind of like see the work of astronomer at work here, or into play here. Ooh, made it before he could have harmed us. Input the total mass of the capsule space to the nearest thousandth. So ship's log. Okay, so it just uses your knowledge of rounding rules here. So for decimal, yeah, it's important to realize that the first digit to the right of the decimal point, it's not the ones place, but rather the tenths place. So in this case, the tenths place is the 2. So moving over to the right, that's hundreds, the 6, the first 6. And then thousands is the 9. So the 9 is what we're interested in, so therefore we need to look at the digit to its right, which is a 6. And according to rounding rules, if the digit to the right of the place you're interested in is a 5 or greater, then you round up. So since it's a 6, yeah, we round up here, which means that the digit we're interested in, the place we're interested, yeah, it increases by 1. So in this case, yeah, this will become 5187.27. I wonder if it will allow me to put this route to 0. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, because it is the same thing as the number with a 0.270 at the end. And there you go. We are at the end. So it's not a fairly long game. Yeah, it's pretty short. Yeah, especially if you know what you're doing. And again, same old deal here. Yeah, the wheel will randomly select 2 numbers, and then here it's asking us to add them. And as I've explained too, yeah, there are 15 sectors in total. Yeah, plus a final sector. And for the Voyager game, yeah, the final sector is very, very short. Yeah, but it's still not easy by any means. Yeah, and you'll see when we get to it.
Way to go! You have collected a total of 2 data canisters. Good luck in the next sector. Out.
Okay, input total miles traveled for the ship's log. Okay, so there's that famous distance equals rate times time problem again. So here they give you the speed and the time, and you need to calculate the distance. So that's pretty easy. Yeah, all you just have to do is multiply the 2 together. So 8 times 1 1/4. So that's 5/4. Yeah, converted to a fraction. 8 divided by 4 is 2, times 5 is 10. So the first one is 10 miles. For the second one, 2 times 6, 6 and 2/5. It is, let me see, that would be 32 over 5. Although it's probably easier to convert that to a decimal. So in this case, it will be 6.4. And so therefore, it's 12.8. So 12.8. And then, what was the first one? 5/4. So 10. So 10 plus 12.8, which is 22.8. Yeah, I'm doing all this in my head. So, and yeah, I think it will accept other variants as well. So if you put 22 and 4/5, that would have been fine as well. Yeah, since that is 22.8. Yeah, as a mixed number. Yeah, a whole number plus a fraction. Alrighty, increase amount of ballast by 92 pounds. So we need to input a combination whose sum is 92. Again, same approach. So here, 64 is the highest we can go without going over. And once again, if we do 32, we'll be at 96. So therefore, we want 16 instead. And then 8 is 88. And then 4 is 92. Yeah, it's 92. Oop, almost got hit there. And I think he was about to fire his stinger. And another one of these combination number bombs. So 64, 16, 2, and 1. And a data canister. So add 5, add 7, add 9, so add 11, which is 51.
Entry 1.07. Lab analysis of rock samples indicates the presence of a new substance. The discovery of this new substance could prove to be more significant than the discovery of uranium. We will refer to the substance as Substance X.
So that should pretty much be from the 1.03 entry there. Yeah, where they were collecting rock samples and then they're finally determining what it's like made of. Or rather, there's something that's giving off the samples that they are collecting. Let me try the bottom. Yeah, ultimately every area of a sector will need to be visited. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would not draw in there for like no reason. Yeah, if you didn't have to like go there. Damage alert. Collision with ocean floor has cracked the sub's window. Input the length of the crack to the nearest quarter inch. Okay. So in this case we have 2 3/4 and 2/4, which is a half. So 2 3/4 minus 2/4, which should be 2 1/4. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken here. 2 1/4, I think I said. Yep, perfect. So just need to know how to use a ruler there. Yeah, find where the endpoints are, and then just simply subtract to get the length. And the other thing I need to explain as well is that the station will only allow you to do the wheel with the operation numbers only if you have collected all the data canisters and the capsules. Yeah, if there are any that you have forgotten, yeah, it will tell you to search for them and how many remain in the area. So now here we have fractions. Yeah, I think it might be adding them as well. No, subtracting them. Okay. So yes, knowing how to subtract fractions, yeah, you have to make sure that the denominators are the same here. So if they are, then you just subtract the top numbers. So 5 minus 2 is 3, and then put it over the same denominator, which is 12. So 3/12, you don't see a 3/12, but you can reduce it, which is 1/4. Yeah, it already went past, so I need to wait for it to come back again to the top. So you need to align it with the blue arrow that's pointing up. So 8/12, which is 2/3.
Job well done. You have completed the first zone. You have 4 zones to go. Keep up the good work. Out.
So yes, I was correct. There are 5 zones in total then. So now we are going to the second zone, which is called Fossil Trench. So notice the darker blue background here. It essentially means that we are deeper into the ocean. Deeper under the ocean, I should say. And as you might expect, yeah, we will... And I ended up missing twice there. Yeah, and as you might expect, we will encounter different sea creature hazards here. Yeah, given that it's a new zone that we're in. Yeah, not yet though, but they will come. That remains to be searched. Okay, so in that case, I believe we have to do some subtracting here then. Yeah, from the total area of the grid. So it's very, very important that you read the problem here. Yeah, and that you answer it. Yeah, because sometimes a very common occurrence is students will answer the question, but it is not the answer to the question that's being asked. And so here we have another triangle and a rectangle. Height is 2, and the width is 4, so that's 4. The area is 4, and then the rectangle it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess technically it's a square then. It is a square, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was like, it doesn't look like a square to me though. So why are the width and the height the same? So that's 25. So 25 and 4, which is 29. And I think the grid is 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 100 minus, oh, what was it? 29, which is 71. Yep. So here you have to subtract from the total area. So again, very, very important that you read the problem. So if it had asked for the area searched, yeah, then you don't need to subtract from the 100. And there we go. I got the dolphin before he was able to escape. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing if the dolphin escapes. Yeah, you just don't get an extra oxygen tank. Yeah, if your health is already full. Yeah, or you don't get your health restored. Yeah, that's the only thing that happens if you don't get the dolphin before he goes off the screen. So, safety check. Added weight of collector space capsule pieces stressing energy supply. Input the total weight in pounds of all collector capsule pieces to monitor energy use. Okay, this one I think I will input the numbers and add them because yeah, it's going to take me a while for me to keep track of the numbers in my head. Yeah, mentally. I mean, I could do it mentally. It would just take me longer than it would if I had input the numbers into the calculator instead. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and add them here. 2755, 2564, 3071. Yeah, I'm just typing them in. Yeah, I'm not using the mouse here to press the keys on the on-screen calculator. So we get 13,668. However, it is asking for pounds, which means you need to convert the ounces to pounds. And yeah, if you're not sure, there are 16 ounces in a pound. So, so we have ounces and we want to go to pounds, which means we want to divide by 16. Yep, perfect. 854.25. So 854 and a quarter. Yep, here we go. We're going to encounter a new creature here. There we go. There's elongated, eel-looking like fish. I think it's called like a viper fish or something like that. And characteristic of the fish, yeah, it basically sticks out its tongue at you. But other than that, yeah, it can be very difficult to avoid because it's pretty long. Yeah, and it also tends to be pretty fast too. And this is where the station is. Yep. So watch what happens if I go to the station right now. So, surface ship message. Ship's magnetometer indicates the presence of 2 objects in this sector. Surface ship requests that you continue to search for the remaining capsule pieces. Out. And I assume it means that one of the 2 is the data canister. Yeah, it was this one, right? Yeah. Plus 3, plus 5, plus 7, plus 9, so 27.
Entry 1.01. Successful landing on asteroid Argos accomplished. After weeks of traveling through space to reach Argos, we are anxious to begin our mission to mine the surface of the asteroid.
Okay, now, yeah, let's see if that's true though. Yeah, if the data canister counts as one of the missing 2. Yes, it does. So now it just says that there's 1 that we have not collected. So yeah, so it's not like the game allows you to like shortcut your way through. Yeah, if you're not collecting everything. So I guess that's what makes the game a bit difficult. That like, yeah, you need to collect everything before you're able to go to the next sector and stuff. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm running out ink pellets here. Safety check. Input subs energy usage in kilojoules for the next 10.5 hours. If the sub continues at present speed at 10 miles per hour. 10.5 hours. Okay, 10.5 hours. Ten and a half hours. If the sub continues at present speed at 10 miles per hour. So 10 miles per hour uses up 2 kilojoules per hour. So if that's the case, then for the next 10.5 hours, let's see, 10.5 times 2, which would be 21, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, is that right? 10.5 times 2. Yeah, 21. That was weird. I was wondering why I was not going down more. Okay, this time they want us to add the fractions. Again, same old deal. If it's the same denominator, then you just add the top. So 6/8, which is 3/4. Yeah, reduced. Yeah, and I think that's the thing about this game. For some very strange reason, it does not like choose fractions where the denominators are different. So 4/12, which is 1/3.
Your progress is good. However, there is no time to waste. The toxic chemicals released by the space capsule threaten the world's sea life. Good luck in the next sector. Out.
Alrighty. So now this time we can choose 32 because these two numbers added together give you 96, which is still below 101. So now the next number that we can get without going over is 4. That puts us at 100 exactly. So one more gives us the total, or the target we want. Yeah, these guys tend to be pretty. And there you go, he just stuck his tongue out. Hey, don't be rude. And I gotta say, pretty decent soundtrack here. Especially given the sound card that it's meant to work on. Yeah, at the time, of course. Okay, ship's log. Sub delayed to a change in course. Distance to next supply station is 30 miles. Speed is 5 miles per hour. Present time is 1500. Input expected arrival time. Okay, so distance to next supply station is 30 miles and speed is 5. Yeah, so that means, once again, distance equals rate times time. So in this case, that means it would take us, or rather the sub would take 6 hours, which means the arrival time should be 2100. Oh, good. I thought he was going to come up and like hit us. Input current temperature in Celsius. Conversion formula is Fahrenheit minus 32 times 5 nines. Yeah, and the game is nice enough to give you the formula for it. Yeah, you don't have to memorize it. Although that would be interesting if they did require you to look it up and stuff. Yeah, but without it, yeah, it would definitely be way too advanced. Yeah, for the target age that the game is meant for. Yeah, which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's like 8 through 14. So let's see. So right now the temperature is at 40 Fahrenheit. So 40 minus 32 is 8. And then 49. So 40 divided by 9 here. Ooh. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so I guess we did go the right way. Yeah, I believe there should be a new creature that we are introduced here as well, but not until the very end, I think. Yeah, when we have like just nearly reached the station. There we go. It's like the Mega Mouth or something like that. Yeah, it basically appears dark, but you can still see it though. Yeah, even if it's like unlit. And at points, yeah, it would just stop and like Nara's teeth, yeah, open and close, yeah, and light itself so that you can see it better. But again, you're still able to see it even when it's not lit. So, which kind of like makes it like not like complete stealth. All that's just needed is like a careful eye. But even then, yeah, it should still be easier to make it out just because it's still pretty big itself. 4, 6, 8, 10, so 49.
Entry 1.11. We have been experimenting with Substance X in several ways. Our onboard climate-controlled biosphere turned into a steamy jungle after only a tiny amount of Substance X was used in the thermal control system.
And this should be multiplying now, I think. Yeah. So, multiplying is much easier than adding or subtracting. All you have to do is multiply the top numbers and the bottom numbers together. So 3 is the same thing as 3 over 1. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 1 times 3 is 3. So 6 over 3, which is 2. Alternatively, you could just cancel out the 3's, so therefore you're just left with 2. Yeah, 2 over 1, which is 2. Okay, 6 and times 1/2 is 3. It's really just the same thing as 6 divided by 2.
Way to go! You have collected a total of 5 data canisters. Conserve your oxygen. The next sector is too deep for Zoom to reach you. Out.
And yeah, at first I thought, when I was little, yeah, I didn't exactly know who Zoom was. Yeah, I thought Zoom was like just some imaginary creature or whatever. But, or possibly even like someone from Mission Control. But no, Zoom is actually referring to the dolphin. Yeah, the one that you collect the oxygen tanks. Yeah. And all it's just saying here is that, yeah, this sector right here, it's way too deep for a dolphin to reach. So therefore, you will not see him in this sector. Oh, gosh. Wow. And I missed him 3 times. And therefore wasted 3 ink pellets. Sounds are pretty good too. Yeah, the sound effects. Yeah, pretty good for its time. So, input total mass of the capsule piece to the nearest thousandth. So, thousandth again. In this case, it's the 2, and the digit to the right of it is the 5, which means we round up. So, therefore, it's 6106.193. So here in this case it is asking us for the searched area. Therefore, you do not need to subtract from 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the height, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the width as well. So that's 18 for the triangle, and then 3 across. 3 down, and then 6 across for the rectangle. So that's another 18 there. So that's 36. Yeah, and here I think you want to go down, not to the right. Okay, surface ship message. Report on the level of toxicity in the seawater. Input the percent increase in toxicity from yesterday to today. Ooh, that's a pretty hard one to say. Okay, so here you want, let's see. So the percent increase. So you want today, which is 1400, it appears. And then yesterday, which is at 500. So subtract them, which is 900. And then you want to put that over the original. So 900 divided by 500, which is just 9 divided by 5, which is 180%. Then 1%, yeah. Yeah, so just remember that when it comes to percent increase and percent decrease, yeah, after you subtract, you put it over the original. The difference over the original. Ah! Got hit. Yeah, nasty little fella. You know, just for that. Take that. And there's the data canister. +3, +5, +7, +9, which is 27.
Entry 1.02. Unforeseen problems. Asteroid is being bombarded by a meteor shower. Although the meteorites are no bigger than pebbles, they travel at speeds approaching 60 kilometers per second. Luckily, no crew or equipment has been harmed.
Alright, so we're going to be out of this zone pretty soon.
Job well done. You have completed the second zone. The next zone is Limestone Ridge. Be careful not to hit the sharp edges along the walls of the caves. Good luck. Out.
Alrighty. So the third zone, yeah, is Limestone Ridge. And it is this. So I guess we're not as deep under, but we're still like pretty down deep, I guess. Yeah, so it's pretty much talking about these sharp edges here. Yeah, these are the barnacles that we're told to be careful of. And they're also immune to ink pellets. If I can aim it. There we go. So, ink pellet hits it, yeah, no effect. So it's just like the Man of War. And a new enemy. Yeah, which is like this. like sea termite kind of creature. Yeah, which just hops around a lot. So it doesn't hop that high, but like yeah, it does have that capability. Yeah, in this game. But that's generally all it does. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to avoid, and it's a lot smaller too. Oh, and a new enemy. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, this octopus which just throws like these rock pebble thingies at you. And that's generally all it does. Yeah, a lot of these creatures do have attacks. So next 7.75 hours, intercept continues at present speed of 5 miles per hour. So 5 miles, and so that is about, oh wow, 1 kilojoule. That's pretty easy then. So 5 times 7.75. Or if you wish, 7.75 times 5. 5 carried to 2, 35, 37, carried to 3. So 38.75. I hope I got that correct. Nope, I didn't multiply it right. Let's see. Where was I? 38.75. Isn't that what I typed? Used per hour at the given speed. Find a number. Yeah, which is 1. Yeah, didn't I put this in? So why is this wrong? 7.75. Oh, I must have read it wrong. Yeah, I would have to take a look at that problem again because no, I guess I'll win. It's just that I must have read it wrong. Your oxygen supply is running low. You lose oxygen each time you touch a sea creature or respond incorrectly to a message from the surface ship or the onboard computer. Get more oxygen by taking the oxygen tank off the back of Zoom, a friendly dolphin. So yeah, we have to be careful. Yeah, because one more hit and then we lose an oxygen tank. Whoop. And there we go. So back to full health here. And we already have the maximum amount of oxygen tanks here. Yeah, therefore it makes no difference if you are at full health and you touch the Zoom dolphin. Yeah, you're not going to get another oxygen tank. Yeah, the maximum here is 6. 3, 5, 7, 9. I feel like this was the same sequence as last time.
Entry 1.05. Setting up the mining station has been a labor-intensive task. Our leisure time is limited, but we managed to spend at least an hour a day in the entertainment center playing computer games. Our favorite is Ancient Empires.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is another game by the Learning Company. Yeah, I never played it though, so I do not know what it's about. But good to know that the crew takes the time to play games too. Alrighty, so this is the formula to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So it's the other way around this time. So in this case, we are at -5. So -5, -1, -9. So -9 plus 32, which is 23. So there was one area that did not search. Whoa. Attention. Clear course ahead. Increase speed by 1/3 times current speed. Input new speed in miles per hour. Okay, so the current speed is 9 miles per hour. So 4/3, which is 12. Let me just make sure here. 4/3, yeah, 12. Or do you need to add them? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. You need to add them. Oh yes, yes. You definitely need to add them. Again, it still goes without saying that it's very, very important that you read the problem correctly. Almost got hit. That's 4. Yeah, 12 over 3, which is 4. We'll just do some cross canceling. So 2 times 2, 6 and 3. 3 cancels out, and then 6 divides into 3 and 2. So 2 times 2. And this is 1. So you can just cross cancel the 4s. And you're left with 1.
Wow, that was tough. We are with you all the way. Thanks to your math skills, the mission is progressing well. Out.
Ah! Ouch. Alright, I'm gonna use this alcohol to hide. Yeah, I think he just simply stays there for the rest of the game, so it's not gonna bother us. So, twin barracudas here. Almost reminds me of Flotsam and Jetsam from The Little Mermaid. Flotsam! Jetsam! Alrighty, so they want the total weight in pounds again. So 2 more numbers here. And I hope I did not enter anything incorrectly here. And then divided by 16. And again, yeah, I could do these problems myself, but I'd rather not like waste too much time here. So subtracting 3 each time, so negative 15.
Entry 1.12. We have begun building a storage compartment for Substance X. Samples of it have been encased in a lead palladium container for shipment to Earth aboard the Galaxy space capsule. The launch is scheduled for next week.
Alright, time to go. Ship's log. Input subs average speed in miles per hour for last 6 log entries. Okay, so this presents a new type of math problem here, which is finding the average. So it's just adding up the numbers and then dividing by however many numbers you have here. So here we have 10, 25, and 25. So that's 16. And 60 divided by 6 is 10. So the average is 10 here. Yeah, and the barnacles, just like the clam. And these sea anemones, they don't move at all. So they are generally very easy to avoid. Ah. Alrighty, 60% here.
It is critical to locate the sample of substance X that lies somewhere at the bottom of the ocean. We don't know what we are dealing with at this point, but it could be dangerous. Out.
So that sounds like the end goal here, that we need to find sample X. But what could it be though? Yeah, and I think we'll just finish up this sector and then we can just make a cut after that. Surface ship message. Report search progress. Grid map shows search status. Input fraction of the total grid map that has already been searched. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's what that is. A 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 43 out of 100. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, you do not get an extra oxygen tank once you already have 6. Yeah, and even when you lose an oxygen tank, yeah, you will have 5 remaining. Yeah, not 6. So therefore, it's kind of pointless to keep getting zoom after this, but well, it's still fun to think that you have extras though. Alrighty, so damage alert. Collision with ocean floor has cracked the sub's window. Input the length of the crack to the nearest millimeter. Okay, so there should be 10 tick marks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So 1.2 and 987. 1.2 and 0.7. So that's 0.5 centimeters. And there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. So therefore you want to multiply by 10. We said it's 0.5, right? So that would mean 5 millimeters. And as you have pretty much seen. Yeah, these map pumps aren't particularly difficult, but that's because we're playing the Voyager game right now. Do expect the ones in the expert difficulty to be much harder. But even then, they still aren't like super hard ones. Yeah, they might be advanced for some school-age kids, but they aren't like super difficult and ones that would be potentially be out of reach. So average speed here. So 20 and 25, 45, 20, 65, 10, 75, and 15, 90. And 90 divided by 6 is 15, right? Yeah, 15. Ah! Where's... I think that's where we came from, right? Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, so 25.
Entry 1.06. The first phase of our mission is over. We have constructed the mining station. Delta Team can now be dispatched to the nearby planet, Delta Pi, to install an astronomical observatory.
Mm. 6/12, which is just 1/2. And I don't know why it just keeps doing 2 numbers each time, though. I'm pretty sure there were times when there were like 3 numbers, for example. But I can't quite figure out where I saw it in this game. 3/12, which is 1/4.
Job well done. You have completed the 3rd zone. You have 2 zones to go. Keep up the good work. Out.
So yeah, 2 zones to go. And like I said, it's not a very long game at all. It's a comparatively short game here. Okay, and let me just go ahead and move out of the way, just in case he like comes up and like hits us. But anyway, yeah. With the completion of Limestone Ridge, we come to the next zone, which is Sea Forest. So here, let's go ahead and make a cut. So we just have this zone, and then one final zone, and then the final sector. So again, we're pretty close to the end of the Voyager game, and we will continue next time for when I Let's Play more of the game. So I hope you enjoyed this first video of the Let's Play of Operation Neptune, and I'll see you all for the next one.